for the tailback, Devontae Freeman. Now we've got a giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Play action now. Cousins. And he's got his target. That's more. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13. So opening drive 3rd down. They complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They run. Devontae Freeman. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Cousins. He's got Lockett. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 39.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
It's caught, Lockett, and he's going to get this inside the 30. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 26. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Cousins. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Not today, you are. Not today. Hey, switch gears.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now Carr, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Kenny Vaccaro there to get a hand on that one. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 28. But he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
On 2nd and 12, Carr. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, it was 2nd and long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Over the middle, complete. That's Vaughn. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Devontae Freeman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This will be taken very short. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
We're good.
On first down, Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Vaughn. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hey, let's get there. Check.
Here's Carr to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up 3rd. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Carr going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyus Bowser coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now it's Lockett. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st. And 10. 36-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll set up a throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. "38 yards on the scamper there.
Let's go.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside, they can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. 2nd and 3. When you throw it this close to the goal, and he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. From 3 yards out, yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And he knew he was going to take a shot in the pocket. He did, but he also found a way to get it into the end zone.
And that has to ease the pain a little bit of the shot he took, didn't it? Being able to throw it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Down. Ready? Mike 5-4. Raider 2. Run you over. He's right.
first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Throwing his car on third down. He's going to let one fly into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3.
21 to nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They can't stop us, baby. Every time.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. To throw on third down. Carr into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. David Moore, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Uncorks one for Davis. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he goes out of bounds and looks like right at the 50.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Go, go. Take the edge. Come.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll drop the throw. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. He'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. In for the score as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Myers connects on the PAT, and a rout is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That
his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 46. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Bravo. 47's the mic.
Now back to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And Tate's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. That's it.
False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now Carr. And his throw is incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Carr. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got...
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Run it well, and it's picked. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. You can keep that one. The key for him...
And it's a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
2nd and 1. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
They keep it with Penny on first down. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, Charlie. 47 Mike, 47.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. David Moore, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point up and through by Myers, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Hey, exit. Right there. 54, right there. 54 Mike. I'm coming after you. Raider 1.
To throw his car. He sets to fire deep. And now here is another interception. Sean Davis with a pick, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
60, ready.
They're going to look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. O'Shane Zimenez able to record his 5th sack of the season. And hear the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation allows him to get home.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 17.
47's a Mike. I got you. Hey, Zoo. 47 Mike. 47 Mike. Mike, 47. Oh, you got deep? 47's a Mike.
He'll look to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up fourth. Now here's Michael Dixon. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. Now it's Tate. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back up? Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Another try after the first down sack. Carr, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Carr now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Here we go. 10 Lobo. I'm coming. Shoot.
They'll run on first down. It's Freeman. Freeman a first down and more. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Devontae Freeman with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Carr now on first down. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. A cool little accomplishment for him passing the football. 25,000 yards. He just surpassed that for his career.
When he was a little guy in the backyard just throwing it around probably with his dad, he thought about playing in the NFL. He dreamed of it. But to put up these kind of numbers while doing so, that's got to be kind of cool for him. He'll enjoy the heck out of thinking about that when this one is over.
2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Later 9.
Throwing on 2nd down. Carr. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks.
2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, watch the slant. Check, 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 check.
Now. Again, it's Penny. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 18-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Again, they'll run with Freeman. Freeman a first down and more. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want...
And now here is another interception. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
They'll run it again with Penny, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And he's got Lockett. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, changes could be in the air as they fall to 0-8 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So